Hey, so this is welcome, and we're gonna make a door hanger tonight, and I hope that it will turn out great enough that I can leave it for my buyers, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna try a little bit of a stain technique. So this is just a brown, it's Java, brown chalk paint. I'm going to use a baby wipe, if I can get one out of this brand new container. Hi Lisa, how are you? I'm just going to get a little bit of paint on my baby wipe and kind of try to dilute it just a little bit and use this as a stain. Okay, I might do a couple of layers of it, but I don't want it to be super dark. Okay. Now you could always just water down some paint if you like to use as a stain as well, and use a makeup wipe. I say a makeup wipe, a makeup sponge if you want to. A baby wipe works awesome though, and you can throw it away when you're done. Hi Shirley, hey Deborah, hi Karen, welcome. Happy hump day. Hi Jan, how are you? So my offer was accepted, y'all, and I'm so excited on the new house. So we are a go for May 5th, and I'm so pumped. Y'all, this house is so pretty too that we're gonna get. Oh my gosh, it is literally checks all of my boxes. I love it so much. I love it. Thank you. Hey, Joanne, welcome. How are ya? Hi, Joni. All right, so I think I'm going to probably come back and do another. I might go ahead and just do it right now so that I can move this out of the way and we can move on to the fun stuff. Okay, so this is a layered welcome door, a layered door hanger. And it is interchangeable, okay? So if you're in my cutout group, you've probably seen the little interchangeable signs that I've been cutting lately, and all of them that I've been cutting fit on this, y'all. Yes, I'm so excited, Joanne. Today was an awesome day. I sent in my earnest money. Everything is moving towards the finish line, just as it is supposed to. Okay, so that is this Java paint, y'all. This paint is way, way darker than this. But whenever you use a baby wipe like that, it kind of dilutes it for you, okay? And, I mean, you could even use like a black or a different color than just a brown, and get a similar effect. So I'm going to just set that over there so that it can dry. And then we're going to do the next thing. Okay, so what am I doing here? Not the right thing, obviously. Okay. So I'm just using my little makeup sponge and the lid of my paint jar. And I'm just dabbing that paint on here. I'm trying to do thin layers. This was not a thin layer that I just put down though, so I'm trying to spread that out. I went in way too heavy there. I should have dabbed the paint off onto my cardboard, but I did not. So just trying to thin that out so that whenever I go to put my transfer on, the paint's not so thick that it tears it up. Okay, and I'm hoping that this can be one layer and done. I love this black paint for that, that it doesn't usually require 2 layers. Sometimes it'll be a little tiny bit splotchy and I'll just have to go and touch up like 1 spot or 2 spots. Thank you so much, Joni. I appreciate that. And all of you, thank you so much for sticking through this nightmarish house selling and buying process with me. It has been horrible, but I can see the finish line. This time next week, my stuff will be, let me think about that. The packers are supposed to come on Wednesday, and then they're going to bring the truck on Thursday. So By this time next week, everything will be in boxes that's going on the truck. And I'm so excited. Hey, Alma, how are you, love? Welcome. Thank you for joining me. So I am going to have a cutoff for cutouts, okay? If you are looking for cutouts, I'm going to say, like, Saturday is going to be the last day that I can take cutout orders until I get to the rent house that we'll be at the next Saturday, okay? So, because I'm going to have to pack up my Glowforge, and I won't be able to do orders. So, if you have something in mind that you are looking for, make sure that you get it into me. I also, tonight, I'm packing up my inventory as soon as I get done with my live. So, I will not, all of that's going to be put away. So, I can't do any more inventory sales. Oh my gosh, Joanne, that makes me sad. I wish I was going to see you. Okay, so this paint is fabulous, y'all. I think I'm good there. And now, excuse me, so this is kind of an interesting way to do this door hanger, okay? Because my Glowforge cannot cut 12-inch rounds, okay? The biggest I can cut in one piece is like 10.5 inches. But if you do it in multiple pieces, you can cut bigger ones, obviously, okay? So this is in 2 pieces, and I'm going to show you how it goes together. I have my hot glue gun getting hot and prepping for this. Now, again, I'm trying not to go too thick here because I'd rather do 2 coats to have better coverage than have this be really thick and pull up whenever I go to put down my transfer on it, okay? Yeah, I am so happy, Joanne. Seriously. This is more than I could have asked for. I would have never, ever expected that I'd be doing what I'm doing now, or even able to. The house that we're buying is, like, not something I would have ever thought would be, even anywhere in the realm of possibility of something that I could have that would be mine. So that's pretty legit. It is a fabulous house. I cannot wait to take you all on a tour of it. And I will absolutely do that. Whenever I get to Texas, I plan on going to see it, like, first thing. That's probably that first day that I'm there that's going to be on my agenda to go drive over there. Because where we're staying is like 15 minutes from it. And so I want to try and go do a showing and just see it in person because I haven't seen it. So we're going to be in Conroe, which is north of Houston. Yeah, so right off of 45, in this, like, it's kind of country, and I love that about it too. It's an 1.5 acres, which is amazing. Dozer's gonna freak with all the space he can run in. And he's a runner too. He gets zoomies like a little crazy person. Yeah, it's gonna be great. Yes, absolutely, Deborah. I'll probably go over there and just hang out. Just looking at it. I actually, at my first house that I bought, I went over there a couple times during the day to just, like, park and sit and check out the neighborhood. Just to see, you know, how exactly, you know, if there's any, like, nuisances or anything like that. And it was great. There was nothing. And I'm sure that this neighborhood will be the same. The sellers, in their disclosure, they said that their favorite thing about the neighborhood is how quiet it is. So that is something I'm really looking forward to. Although we live in a nice little neighborhood right now that's not. So it's probably an hour. Hi, Stephanie. Hey, Mom. From my mom's house right currently. But they're planning on moving out to my dad's ranch. And so I'll probably be, what is it, an hour and a half, Mom, from the ranch? Which is fine. It's probably about halfway, actually, between the ranch and my parents' current house. But, like, we could easily meet, like, in Huntsville and do lunch. I think Huntsville's 30 minutes from me. And that's about a halfway point. Semi-halfway point. Maybe a little bit further from the ranch then. But my real goal, let me tell you, I'm kind of been scheming. And my real goal is for my dad to see my new house. And then to decide that he wants a house like my house. And to decide that they maybe want to buy in the neighborhood. Yeah, absolutely, Karen. And, like, that's the thing, right? I see my parents a lot. I go home a lot. They come up here a lot. Excuse me. Because I am afforded, I've earned a ton of air miles from all the work travel that I do. And so that I have been so grateful and lucky for, because I can fly them for basically free. It's like $11 on Southwest. For me to book a flight for someone, for anyone, for myself or for anyone else. And so, yeah, isn't that a fabulous idea? And, I mean, so my parents, my dad's always had property, okay, ever since before I was born. And he does not want to get rid of his ranch. But I want them to be closer to me. And I'm selfish, okay? I don't even care. I'm the youngest child, not including my niece and nephew, and I am a spoiled, rotten brat, and I always get what I want. So, plus, I'm a daddy's girl through and through, and he's just a little bit obsessed with me, so I'm hoping that he's going to see what a benefit it will be to him to live just down the street from me. Because of all of the great things that I provide. I don't know exactly what those things are because I don't cook. I rarely clean much. Pretty much all I do is work all day and craft. And I have a dog that's insane. But it works for me. And he's still obsessed with me, so whatever. You know, can't blame him. Yeah, and Deborah, we are so pumped. Like, I am just, and my mom is crazy about it. And of course, you know, she got to go and see it in person, so lucky her. And she's, ever since she saw it, she's just been gushing about it, right? And so that's kind of cool. Hi, Marie. Oh, no. How about try and close the app and come back in, Marie, and see if that works. Sometimes, I don't know, Facebook is funny. I don't know. The app wants to do what it wants sometimes. But yeah, Mom got to go see it. I scheduled the inspections for this weekend. So Saturday we're going to do termite, regular home inspection, a roof inspection, and the septic system too. So I'm sure that'll go fine. This house is so new. I can't imagine any major things. So we'll see how that goes. Hi, Barb. How are you? Yeah, we are thrilled. So, and Chris is excited. He has put his sign of approval and stamped the A-OK on this house. He's really excited. And we actually found this house. I think I told y'all. It's right across the street from his friend's house that he's going to be working with. So that's how we even found out that it was even going to be listed, and we started watching for it. And pretty much, I don't know if we were the first ones to go view it, but as soon as it was, like, as soon as we were able to go see it and align the stars, we did. So, and I was just over the moon today whenever I got their counter offer and I accepted it, and my realtor's like, do you want to go back again? And I'm like, absolutely not. I'm good. Yes, I'm from the Houston area. Yes. My family's there, and so is Chris. So I moved to Tennessee to take the job that I used to have, actually. I've switched jobs now as of 3 weeks ago, I guess. I'm at a new job now, but I moved up here to take the job that I've had for the last 4 years, is what I'm trying to say. I don't know what I'm saying. But yeah, so, in my new job, of course, I'm working from home, so it doesn't matter where I live. I actually, will be traveling a little bit, so we're gonna move down there. All of our stuff's going to storage pretty much, except for like a few personal items, enough to fit what we can fit in the truck and my car, and Dozer's personal items. And then we are going to drive down there, and we have an Airbnb that we're going to stay at for like what, a month. May 5th we close. So we're going to go to the Airbnb. We don't need anything. It's awesome because I have nothing. I don't have any furniture left, hardly. So we have to start over because our buyers that bought this house bought all the furniture pretty much, except like everything, the contents of my shed they did not buy. And a few little odds and ends, but pretty much everything inside the house they bought, which is awesome. I was really glad to make that switch with them because then I didn't have to move it, and I get to shop. And I'm a shopping girl. So, all right, now I'm going to dry this. I'm going to dry this really, really well. Okay, because we're going to flip it over and put it together. So you'll get this piece with your cutouts. Now I did do 2 layers on this. The bottom layer is a little bit splotchy, but it doesn't really matter because it's going to have a piece that goes over it anyways. All right. Oh, okay, turn that off. All right. Now, as you can see, I'm using a piece of cardboard with some tape on it to paint on. Now, this is a Lifesaver, and I have a bunch of different pieces of cardboard. I'm gonna have to throw away some of them because the movers are gonna be looking at me like I'm nuts when they get here next week with all the junk I have in this room. So I've got to get this room cleaned up. Hi, Sandra. All right, so what I want you to do is not like that. Okay, so let me see this. All right. These fit together, oh goodness, just perfectly, okay? So we're going to flip this over and stick it together, okay? And I'm going to try and we're going to figure this out together. Okay, so then this is rounded, okay, as you can see. So that is rounded. It should line up with your round, okay? So if it doesn't, then you need to check it because it should line up with your round. Now make sure that this is squeezed together really nicely. I do have my fuzzing cloth underneath it because I don't want to scratch the paint. But I'm just going to take my glue gun and I'm going to, and really I should have used E6000 with this, but I guess I'm not going to do that today. But I would recommend that you use both hot glue and E6000, okay? Just to make sure that you have a really good hold, okay? Now, You have a 12-inch round. I am not, Sandra. I'm so tired of it storming up here. My gosh. My floors have been cleaned for almost an entire week, and here we go. Hi, Gwen. Oh, I'm so happy you're here, my friend, because I'm putting together the round that you purchased today. All right, so now here are other pieces that we painted already previously. And let me move this. I shouldn't have put that there. Oh. All right, here we go. No, I'm not ready, Sandra. Don't remind me about the storms. It's very aggravating to me that it just wants to keep raining all the time. My goodness. Okay, so what are we going to do? Okay, here we go. Now, this is what we're doing here today, okay? Now, I have this transfer, welcome, welcome, okay? If you comment the word welcome, you will get a link to get these two transfers that I'm using tonight, okay? But more than that, okay, Transfer Palooza is still going on. I don't want you to miss out, okay? So when you buy 3 transfers, you get 1 free. So I created a cart link for you with 4 transfers in it. Now you can always switch them out if you don't like the ones I chose for you. But I chose some transfers that go together well, including these 2 that I'm about to use. And you can get one of them for free, okay? And that's $27, I think, is what you'll get for free. Pretty sure. Yeah, I'm fairly certain that that's correct. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Melissa. How are you, loves? Okay, so now, plus there's still the promotion that if you are a club member and you spend $100 on my website, you will get a free fuzzing cloth, and they ran out of transfer totes, y'all. So a free fuzzing cloth and a pair of transfer trimmers and a roll of placement tape, okay? If you're a club member and you spend $100 on my website. Now, this is Mini Buffalo Plaid. It's one of my favorites, okay? It is in that cart link because I don't care how many of these you have. You can always use another one, okay, baby? So, I'm going to push it down really, really well. This is the new one, so it's super easy to see through it, and that is amazing. Plus, this is a repeatable pattern, so you can take it up. If you go all the way to the edge, you can pick it up and line it right back up and set down more. Okay, I love it for that. For many other reasons, honestly, than that. But that is one of the major pluses of this transfer. Now, speaking of placement tape, I'm looking at my empty placement tape roll that's over here. So I'm actually going to tape this off right here along that line so that I don't make a mess here, okay? Because I only want to do the top part. We have this piece for the bottom, okay? And I want to keep it like that, okay? I don't want to go over. So I just tape that off over the transfers, fine. I'll peel it off whenever I go to wash this thing. Now, I'm using Shimmer Shadow, which is black with shimmer, okay? And if this thing turns out as good as I hope it will, then I'm going to leave it on my front door for my buyers. And I think that they will appreciate it. Hopefully they will. They're getting a lot of my decor because that's another thing that comes with the house is all the stuff on the walls in my house. Most of the stuff on my walls. I say all, but it's not everything. But most of the stuff, I'm leaving it. I just don't have the energy to mess with it. Going across the country again, I'm over it, okay? So, starting fresh. It'll be like the first apartment I ever had when I didn't have anything on the walls for a very long time. I didn't hang anything on the walls in any apartments for years. It took me a long time to hang the first thing. I think the first thing was at the house that I ended up getting. Like after I had been in apartments for forever. Because I don't know why. I just never thought that things needed to go on the walls. And now I'm going to be fresh again with nothing, and it's very strange. This whole thing, but getting to shop, y'all. Just imagine shopping for all new everything, even plates, towels, linens, everything. So excited. And I know I keep talking about it, and I hope I'm not wearing it out, but seriously, Chris is probably sick of hearing me because I just jabber on all day about it. All right, now let me pull this up, and the reveal is always the best part. I love it. That looks perfect. Yeah, let me throw that in there. And I actually am just now realizing I'm going to need more than one color here. So I'm going to have to figure out, maybe, I don't know. We'll have to figure it out together, I guess, my friends, because we're going to use the welcome on this too. But I want to let that dry, so I'm going to set that. I don't even know where I can put it. Maybe right there? It's balancing for now. Okay, so this is welcome, welcome. There are so many different welcomes on here, y'all. And other cute little things. Okay, yeah, I think you do, Joanne. Yeah, and that's exactly what I'm going to do, Deborah. So I've been starting to kind of shop around to see prices, first of all, of what things even cost, because I have no clue. I haven't actually bought stuff like basic home things in so long that I don't have a clue, okay? So I've been making a list. I have an Amazon list going. I have a spreadsheet. Of course I do, right? Down to like the penny. I know exactly, because I have a very strict budget too. And if I go over that budget, then I'm going to have to start cutting stuff. And I don't want to have to cut anything, so. Alright. And I don't want anybody, like, I don't want to do, like, any kind of housewarming or anything like that. Because this isn't my first rodeo, okay? So I want to make sure that I can easily afford everything that we need. And I think we'll be good. Alright, so I tested this a little bit, or for size anyways, earlier. So I'm just cutting these out. Now you can decide how you want to do this, but I don't mind cutting out all of my my big transfers like that. I don't mind cutting them into pieces, and then I can store them easier in books. But we're going to use this welcome, okay, and this that says to our home, okay. Now, this bottom piece is the little interchangeable piece. Goodness. Okay, and I'm thinking that I might just change my thing. I don't know, maybe not. I think I'm going to keep going the way I'm going. I was going to change my mind, but I think I'm just going to leave it. You do you, exactly. Yes, actually, I didn't even look for that. Mom actually told me last night that I do have a Hobby Lobby nearby. It's like, what, 15 minutes away? Yeah, and it's a nice one in a good area. Because that was the first thing I asked. Like, do I have to, like, am I going to be afraid? Or is it a good one? But it's fine. So that's good. Yes, I do have a Hobby Lobby nearby. And I need to figure out where's a Michael's, because I haven't been to a Michael's in so long, because the one that is near me is so far. It's like a 45-minute drive. It's such a pain, and I never go up to that side of town, so I never go over there. Same with the Hobby Lobby. Like, I have to make a special trip. I have to do a whole thing to go there. And it's a pain, because I got to go all the way through town. There's traffic all the time. It's horrible. Okay, so I did wax this, okay? I did fuzz this. I'm going to fuzz it again, because I do not want to pull up this paste, or the paint that I put down, okay? Now, I'm going to just, this is literally so, going to be so tight on here. But it fits perfect, okay? To our home. And there's other things like, it says where you can do welcome friends, welcome to the porch, stay a while. What's this one? Let me see. You could do all our welcome here, welcome to our house. Instead of our home, you could do my home. So there's tons of possibilities on different things that you can say on this, so it's not just inclusive of one group. All right. That is Shimmer Frost. I do love it. I can't be helped. It's just got that little bit of shimmer in it, and it's like, it reminds me of snow, and I love it. You know when there's fresh snow and it's just like a little bit of a glitter? Yes, Marshalls I love. And Home Goods too. TJ Maxx, yes, I love them. Yes, yes. Okay, for the to our home part, we are complete. Now, I need to figure out what color I'm going to use for this. I didn't think about it. I was thinking that I was going to use black, but obviously I'm not going to be able to use black. I want to make sure this is really, really dry, okay? And here's what I'm thinking is, I don't know if that copper is, I think I'm going to do copper for the words. Because this is not copper, but this is brown. And I think it'll pull all that in together, okay? Hopefully it will. I don't know. What do I know? All right, now I am waxing on this one more time. And I'm going to gently wax, okay? I'm not spreading this too much. I don't want to harm this buffalo plaid, okay? Now, if worse comes to worse, I can always just hit this with a sanding block and not worry about it if I screw it up, but I'm trying real hard to not mess it up, okay? So, let's see. This is the welcome that we're going to use. Now, the sides are going to be cut off a little bit because this is not, I think this is almost 18 inches. It's probably 16, and this round is not long enough or wide enough for this entire welcome to fit on it with the little wing things on the edges. But that's okay. So, again, I'm going to fuzz really well. So now, there is the checkout link for you to use if you comment the word welcome, okay? And I also put the link to get this cut out in there too, okay? Now, if you are going to get the Transfer Palooza free transfer, you do have to order this yourself, okay? Because I can't give you that. And plus, if you're a club member, you can get all kinds of free stuff if you spend $100. And I don't want to take that opportunity from you because I can't get you that either, okay? And I don't know if y'all know this or not, but your first order as a club member every month, you get $5.99 shipping. Again, I don't get that kind of shipping cost either, so I cannot pass it on to you. So, there's so many good things about y'all placing orders on the website yourself, and then you get your tracking and all that stuff too, and I don't have to try and keep track of it because I'm the worst when it comes to that. Oh, let me see. I think I might have enough in here. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I do. There's plenty in there. This is copper. Okay. I love this paste color. Now, I'm going to try and be careful. So, with the buffalo plaid background like this, you are going to not want to use a paste that's too runny, okay? If your paste is super runny, you're going to want to set it open for a few minutes before you use it, because you could have a little bit of leakage, have that transfer kind of, because there's ridges, okay, on this buffalo plaid, and especially if you use shimmer underneath. Oh my god, that looks amazing. But that copper that I just used is a little bit thick, and shimmer is just in general not as thin and runny. But that looks amazing. Okay, I'm really loving that. And now I believe that we can put this all together. So this is how this bad boy goes together. So I have this part that I did a fake stain on it, okay? Now, you know, I talked about using E6000 a minute ago, and I'm going to. Yeah, so my mom, that's funny that she says that, because it's so true, y'all. She loves to go shopping with me because I do spend money. Usually every store we go in, I'll buy a little something. I don't know what it is about me, but I always like to buy stuff. My mom never spends a dime, okay? And I'm always buying something. I don't know. I get that from my dad, okay? He's a shopaholic too. But my mom likes to go with me because she can then live vicariously through the things that I buy. And she loves spending my money. That is so true. So I already confirmed with her that she's going to be ready to do all the furniture shopping, all the TJ Maxx and Home Goods and Ross and Marshall's trips, Hobby Lobby. And y'all, I can't wait. They have the good Dollar Trees, the Dollar Tree Pluses. I still have not found one here in the Nashville area. Now, I haven't tried that hard. But I did go up to Franklin, which is like a really ritzy area. And I would have expected their Dollar Tree to be the fancy one, but it was not. So, can't wait for that. Really, really excited. Yes, you should come for a shopping weekend, Joanne. Don't play with me, because I'm going to expect it. Now, I put down this E6000, and I'm just trying to go kind of sparingly with some hot glue, okay? Try not to make it too much where it's going to squirt out, okay? But I did want to add some hot glue there too, so that we can get an immediate stick. And I'm going to just line this up with the bottom. I'm only going to get like one shot at this, so I'm going to put it down and I'm going to press real good, okay? Now, I do have some of these little clips just for good measure. I only have 2 of them over here, so that'll have to be good enough measure, but look how good that looks so far. And I know that from afar it kind of looks like the welcome is sort of hard to read, but it is not at all. Not even slightly hard to read, so that's awesome. Okay, so then you're going to find this piece in your package, okay? And again, it's got like this rounded-ish edge right there, just slightly. So before you put it down, just make sure that you understand which way that goes, okay? Oh, I see. Okay, and that goes right here on top of this brown part, okay? To create like a lip, okay? It goes right here. Now, I'll show you in just a second one more time. I'm going to put glue. Let me just see if I can show you close up. On this brown part across here, okay? I want you to recognize that, because if you put it on the white, it's not going to line up, okay? And this, remember, this is an interchangeable sign, okay? It's meant for those interchangeable pieces that I post in my page constantly. And I should have left this out because I'm going to use it again. So you would use this lip for the little extra pieces that come. So like that carrot patch one I did the other day. Gosh, there's so many that I've done. And I post them in my group all the time. But they come with like a rectangle shape with words usually on them, and then some additional pieces, okay? And I always call them the interchangeable add-ons. But they go with this, they go with the truck, they go with that breadboard. So any of those, these will work with, okay? Now, that is what that'll look like. So that created a little lip right here, okay? So that your little interchangeable pieces could slide in there. And it kind of gives it a little bit of a dimension too. All right, so just keep that in mind whenever you're putting this whole thing together. And then we have our frame. I think we're good here. Let me see if I can. Sorry, I see one little piece of glue that I just can't be having here. So again, you can comment the word welcome to get all the stuff to make this, okay? You'll get the link to the transfers, of course, and then there's also a separate link in that same message to get the cutouts, okay? And you can obviously add more stuff on the transfer link so that you can hit that $100, but I did go ahead and choose 4 transfers that are coordinating that I thought would be perfect together, where one of them you'll get for free because I love you all so much. Okay, so this is going to go right there, I think. Hopefully I didn't just mess that up. Now, I am going to make this, so what I would normally do to make this interchangeable is I would use some of these little dots. I would put them on the back of this so that you can pop it in and out, okay? But I don't intend for this to be for me, okay? So, it also has this little button on, or little hole in the back that you can pop that out. But I am not going to do that. In fact, this piece is so tight right now, I don't even think I'm gonna, I might put a little bit of glue, but I'm gonna glue it in because, oh crud, I just popped that up. I didn't have it glued very well, obviously. So, hopefully it'll be better here in just a second. I am making a huge mess here. Okay, here we go. All right, so I'm just going to pump this thing full of glue. And I'm gonna stick this right in here. And I was gonna make it interchangeable, but there's no reason to. I'm not keeping it for myself. It's not really that kind of sign for me for this one, but that is the point of this, is to be interchangeable, okay? So I'm gonna just push that right in there. And I will also send you 2 pieces, 2 of these rectangles, okay, with your cutouts. Now I'm gonna let that just simmer for a second. And we need to add a tie on it. And you know I'm going to use jute because why not? I always do. Why would I do anything different? All right, so I'm pulling a lot of this jute off of here because I want to make it at least 2, maybe 3 thick, because this is like very thin jute. I don't want it hanging and breaking or something like that, wearing away while it's being slammed up against the door every time the door opens and closes. So I'm making it, I guess it's going to be 4 thick, okay? So keep that in mind based on however thick your jute is. Now, if I had thicker one, I would just do 1 and it wouldn't be a big deal. But this is also super long so that I can trim it, okay? I say it's super long. It's not actually as long as I described. So I'm going to just put that through the front, or front to back, I mean, and tie a couple little knots in here, and then pull it tight, and then I'll glue it on the back, okay? And same for this side, okay? I'm going to tie it pretty, it's going to be pretty short here. I always like to have more so that I have plenty of room to tie knots, and then I can just trim it off, whatever's left over, okay? But then there's that, all right? And then I'm gonna flip it. I just wanna be sure that that's dry. And I'm gonna add glue back here, so let me trim that a little bit more, okay? So I'm gonna just glue these knots down right back here so that they don't go anywhere, and that way they don't untie either, okay? And give them a second to just dry. Okay. And I mean, that's that. I think this will be a great one to leave. Isn't this great? I love this one so much. I'm dripping glue all over the place too, so that's fun. But that's all right. It's fine. So comment the word welcome to get the supplies to make this. Obviously the cutouts. You have until the 31st for Transferpalooza to buy 3, get 1 free. So for every 4th transfer you add to your cart, that one will be free, okay? There's also tons of Easter stuff that is on sale on my website right now, and it's going fast, okay? So make sure that you go check that out. If you are a club member, whenever you spend $100 on my website this month, you get a free pheasant cloth and not a transfer tote because they're out, but they were doing transfer totes. They changed it to transfer trimmers and placement tape, okay? So check that out. And you can use the link that I provided to place that order, okay? You'll get the transfers I used tonight plus a couple more that I think are pretty fun and work great for projects like this, okay? Anywho, I love you all. I hope you have a great night, and I will see you tomorrow, okay? Good night.